I am already your subscriber and I know a lot about you. Even before this, also, I've contacted you for having a conversation, but you've mentioned that you were caught in some unavoidable situations. For that reason, we were not able to connect. But
Okay, so let's cut to the chase here and tell me about your children.
my children, they both are boys and both are under 5. My
Under
older one
five.
is, right. My
Okay.
older one is 5 years old and the younger one is 3 years old. And he is now asking me to make him sit on my lap. So I'll
Oh
do that.
no,
I hope
so
you don't have
sweet.
any problem.
No, I don't have any problem. If you don't have any problem, I don't
No,
have
no,
any
that's
problem
fine.
at all. That there are so many channels,
Hmm.
and everyone is putting in their best efforts. Yeah.
Right.
So
So
yes.
same, you are also putting your best efforts and adding value to many people's life, right? So you already are a great YouTuber.
And these days, people have focus on having one child. So having
Hmm.
one child, I feel that will
Hmm.
end up many relationships. Like
Hmm.
if you have single child,
Hmm.
your child's child will not have Mosi, Tai, Chacha, Mama, Pupa, Bua, isn't it? Okay.
Right.
So, what is your opinion about it? How do you think?
Hmm.
What are the pros and cons of having
Hmm.
one child or single child? Any idea?
Right.
Anything? Hmm.
Another question for you
Hmm.
is, people find grammar very boring and sometimes it feels like a chore. So do you have any interesting ideas that grammar could feel really very interesting or not like a chore?
Hello, Sunita. How are you?
I am great, and after seeing you, I am even more better. How about you?
Same here, same here. I also had in my mind to connect with you for
Hmm.
so long, but today
Hmm.
finally we are connecting. So I'm also over excited, I can say, and I'm super happy that we are
Hmm.
achieved the fact for some time. It's although it's not the right time for you. Okay, so before we dive into the conversation, actually, I want you to introduce yourself for my viewers. I know
Hmm.
you, but for my
Hmm.
viewers, please introduce yourself.
Sure, I would love to introduce myself. My name is Sunita Rawat, as you already know, and I come from Uttarakhand. It's a beautiful place, and I am a mother to two boys. Other than that, I teach spoken English to beginners, and I'm really passionate about interacting in English with people. So, for that, I have created my YouTube channel named Sunita's English Adventure, wherein I interact with people almost on daily basis, and I get to learn a lot from them, and I provide them an opportunity to practice their English. My another hobby is to teach. So for that, I started teaching beginners in spoken English because that is relative to what I am trying to improve on. So that's a bit about me.
Oh, lovely introduction. So you are a tutor, you are a mother of two. That is something amazing because these days most of the people they want to just have one child. May it be a
Hmm.
boy or may it be a girl, but they want to have
Hmm.
one child. But I always prefer that people should have at least two.
Hmm.
Okay.
Right, right.
So do
I
you
have the
know
same feeling.
about, yeah, do you know about me or you want me to introduce Sunita?
I am already your subscriber and I know a lot about you. Even before this, also, I've contacted you for having a conversation, but you've mentioned that you were caught in some unavoidable situations. For that reason, we were not able to connect. But I was totally awestruck to saw your email today.
No, I had in
And
my mind that that time I could not give you time. So one day I
Mhm.
have to find out means and ways to just connect for maybe 10-15 minutes,
Mhm.
but we have to.
Right,
So
right.
you gave me
Mm-hmm.
this time, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought that you have taken out this time out of your quite busy schedule. I know that
Mm-hmm.
if you have two small kids, I hope they are
Mm-hmm.
small. I'll
Right,
ask
right.
about them later, how
Mm-hmm.
small they are or how big they are. But taking out time at this time, after whole day hectic schedule, I can know that you are a tutor. So you might be taking lots of pain to teach the beginners because it is
Right.
not easy to teach them. When you teach to
Mm-hmm.
intermediate level learners, it is very simple,
Mm-hmm.
very easy. But to
Mm-hmm.
start from the scratch, that is not easy. You
Right.
are doing
Do
a
you
good
also
job.
provide classes, ma'am?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Oh, Okay, that's why you
Actually,
can totally
actually,
understand the pain.
yes, I can understand very well. And
Uh-huh.
I have taught for 32 years in a regular
Mm-hmm.
institution. So that
Mm-hmm.
was quite different from teaching online. This is
Mm-hmm.
a different level of experience teaching
Mm-hmm.
students from all over the world, and that too online within half an
Mm-hmm.
hour or span. You have to
Mm-hmm.
teach them something valuable. That is not
Right, right.
simple, yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
their time is very important, and
Mm-hmm.
our strategy to make them
Mm-hmm.
understand should be quite different. And coming to their
Mm-hmm.
level, we need to teach them. So that is not simple, not easy. It is quite hectic, quite difficult, I would say.
Mm-hmm. But at
Okay.
this point of time, because you're experienced enough, I'm sure it is now effortless for you to teach.
You can't say
Right?
this. You can't
Mm-hmm.
say this. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's a bit easier because I can understand the learner's ability a bit faster. Yeah, when
Mm-hmm.
they open their mouth, they speak for one or two sentences, even. I can understand that from where I should start. Yeah, that is
Mm-hmm.
another thing. But still, you need to upgrade yourself every day. So the same for me also. I also upgrade myself every day because technically I'm just zero. So
Mm-hmm.
technicality, I have to learn first. Teaching
Right,
English
right.
is different
Mm-hmm.
thing. Knowing technical things, it is different. Okay, today in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
I was going to connect with my learner from USA.
Mm-hmm.
And once and twice I clicked my Zoom app and it was not getting open. I was thinking what has happened. And I started clicking here and there. Then Skype got open, WhatsApp got open, but Zoom could not. So then I finally
Okay.
messaged her that,
Mm-hmm.
my dear, today I think
Mm-hmm.
I would not be able to join. And then she
Mm-hmm.
joins me with the previous link because which I had shared
Uh-huh.
yesterday. And she told me that,
Uh-huh.
ma'am, you joined with the link you joined
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. And I
Mm-hmm.
could join very easily. So you can understand that technical
Right,
things are
absolutely.
also very important where I
Hmm.
lack. So I'm also
Mm-hmm.
learning while teaching. I too learn so many things.
Hmm.
Okay,
Right.
so let's cut to the chase here and tell me about your children.
My children, they both are boys and both are under 5. My
Under
older one
five.
is right. My
Okay.
older one is 5 years old, and the younger one is 3 years old. And he is now asking me to make him sit on my lap. So I'll
Oh
do that.
no,
I
so
hope you don't have
sweet.
any problem.
No, I don't have any problem. If you don't have any problem, I don't
No,
have
no,
any
that's
problem
fine.
at all.
Hmm.
Yes, he's
That's
sleepy.
fine.
I think it's time for him to sleep, isn't it?
Hmm. Right.
Oh, so sorry.
No problem, no problem.
Okay,
So his
okay,
father
okay.
is having his dinner, and after that, he'll attend him.
Okay, okay, okay. Did you have your dinner?
Yes, yes, I had.
Because of this session, I think you took your dinner before your husband.
Uh, yes, I
Oh,
usually do that. I don't wait for anyone if I'm hungry.
yes, yes. That's perfectly all
Hmm.
right. Whenever we feel like we should have. Okay, so what is the
Right.
difference
Mhm.
between these two? Just 2 years of age difference. But if we
They
talk
are
about,
around 20 years, 20 months apart.
okay, but if you describe them character-wise, how they are different
Hmm.
from each other.
They are totally different, I would say. The older one is a little sensible and I would say mature
Mm-hmm.
as per his age, but the younger one is really very naughty and very hyperactive, I would say. So that's the difference between two.
He is the younger one sitting in your lap,
Yes, yes, the younger one.
where he is hyperactive. See how simple boy he is. He is sitting so quietly, and you are
So it
saying,
is it is about to, end of the day. So that is why maybe his
yes,
energy
energy
got
is
drained.
lost. Okay. Okay, Sunita, if you have any questions, because I have the habit of
Hmm.
speaking more. So
Hmm. That's
now, if
good.
you have any questions, you can go ahead, and then afterwards, I'll certainly continue with mine.
Sure. I have a very interesting question for you because I've noticed that in your mail you have mentioned that I'm a very small YouTuber, right?
I
But
am.
I'm sure that there must be some thought behind it, mentioning small YouTuber instead of just mentioning a YouTuber. So I would like to know your thoughts about it.
See, YouTuber sounds a quite big name for me.
Mm-hmm.
When I didn't start my channel, that time I was never thinking of it, because YouTube, creating a channel is something different. Even that also I
Mm-hmm.
cannot create. My channel is created by my son. So
Mm-hmm.
creating a channel and continuously doing something creative for your channel, that is not simple for me. And
Mm-hmm.
having 10,000 or 20,000 subscribers, that doesn't mean I am a YouTuber or you are a YouTuber. We have just started, and I have especially
Mm-hmm.
started after retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So you can understand that how long
Mm-hmm.
I can continue this and how much I can grow. So that God knows
Mm-hmm.
and YouTube knows. So yes, I
Mm-hmm.
am a small YouTuber, because people have millions of subscribers and it's
Mm-hmm.
limitless actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But at the same time, we should not compare ourselves to others,
I
right?
never,
Because
I
you're
never,
already.
because
Mm-hmm.
I never had in my mind that I will achieve even 1,000 subscribers. When I
Mm-hmm.
started, I was thinking, oh, I have to go a long way. When I'll complete this criteria of
Mm-hmm.
having 1,000 subscribers, who is going to subscribe to
Mm-hmm.
my channel? Because you can see that there are so many channels,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone is putting in their best efforts. Yeah.
Right.
So,
So
yes.
same, you are also putting your best efforts and adding value to many people's life, right? So you already are a great YouTuber,
No,
right?
I'm happy. I'm happy. Whatever I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing, because I'm doing to make myself busy, and YouTube is making me busy. So,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
then it's giving a chance to interact people like you. So it's a
Right.
great platform actually, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
enjoying my life. So I have no complaints at all, because I was happy when I was teaching in the school. I'm still happy when
Mm-hmm.
I'm teaching now online.
Mm-hmm.
I did not start my
That's
YouTube
good.
channel thinking that I will get learners or students online. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
I am teaching, I am learning
Mm-hmm.
how to connect, how to take the conversation ahead. These are all learnings
Mm-hmm.
actually.
Right, right, absolutely.
So I'm trying to
Technology is
level up
also.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. You are not teaching online, you are trying your hands on technology. So this is also something new. And I'm sure you're really gonna achieve these technology goals as well, like
Let's
being
see.
tech savvy
Let's see.
very
I
soon.
feel whatever I have learned, that also is not simple for me. I
Mm-hmm.
have learned quite a lot,
Mm-hmm.
because recording the video,
Mm-hmm.
once I started recording on Zoom app, then I was not able to find out means and ways to get the same video on my
Mm-hmm.
mobile. That was so very
Mm-hmm.
difficult. So I used to write a step by step, that this is how I
Mm-hmm.
have to get that video on my mobile. Okay, so everything I'm
Right.
learning actually.
That's great. You just you should have just that spirit of improving day by day.
And that I'm
That's
doing.
great. Mm-hmm.
That
Inspiring.
I'm doing. I'm doing, and I'm really learning, and learning to see even people like you. When you people are growing, you people are creating channel, then I see thumbnails. When I see other
Mm-hmm.
thumbnails, then I feel like, let me try something different. My son always suggests me, just take
Mm-hmm.
one simple thumbnail and just change the
Mm-hmm.
pictures of the person whom you are connecting. Why are you putting in so much of effort? But I always think, let
Uh-huh.
me try something new,
Mm-hmm.
because
Right.
I'm doing it for learning sake. Hmm.
Another question for you
Hmm.
is, people find grammar very boring and sometimes it feels like a chore. So do you have any interesting ideas that grammar could feel really very interesting or not like a chore?
Yes, I have. And I always think in my mind, if somebody asks me, I can certainly suggest. Because when I was a small child, I was speaking in English, a simple sentence, even this is a boy. I was trying
Mm-hmm.
to find out what is this according to grammar, what is according to grammar, what is a according to grammar. Every part I was trying to understand with the name of grammar. But
Mm-hmm.
today people would say that why grammar is not important. For me, it was actually important, because we took it as a subject. Never we took it
Mm-hmm.
as a language. Actually, it should be taken as a language. But that time was quite different when I was a child. It was taken just as a subject. When I was scoring good marks, my parents were happy. I was happy. That's it. So when you go through anything, Just develop the interest. Why can't I understand whether it is subject or predicate, noun or pronoun or adjective? So simply start thinking about it. Then you don't have to put in extra effort to know what is an adjective, what is an
Mhm.
adverb. Okay. Even a green plant can be seen here. So why green plant? Why not blue plant?
Mhm.
If green plant, plant, then what is plant and what is green? What is
Mhm.
okay? And then probably I
Right.
think the interest will develop and then we will go
Mhm.
deep into it.
Mhm. Right, right, right.
Yes.
Curiosity should be there.
There should be curiosity to know
Mhm.
everything. Huh? One
Mhm.
simple word when we speak, even in Hindi or whatever is our native language, we don't
Mhm.
know each and everything in our native language also. We need to
Right.
learn so many things. So there should
Mhm.
be curiosity to understand even native language in the same way English also. So for me, grammar
Right.
was a subject, total subject.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's how I
Right.
learned.
That's interesting. And speaking of this, there is another scenario wherein we focus a lot on grammar, but then while speaking, we get stuck and we fumble. So, what is your
That's
opinion in this
yeah,
case?
that's another thing actually.
Mm-hmm.
That happens because we speak less. We
Mm-hmm.
speak in our mother tongue, in our native language. We don't speak much in English. If we start
Mm-hmm.
speaking as much as we speak in our native language, I think we'll become fluent in English also. And it's all
Right.
about
Mm-hmm.
practicing.
Mm-hmm.
You might have noticed that once we started,
Mm-hmm.
you started or I started,
Mm-hmm.
I was fumbling, not because I had lack of knowledge, not because
Mm-hmm.
I did not have a structure in my mind, because of this camera phobia, because of thinking that what I'm going to speak, it's going in millions of people. I don't know who is going to watch my video if I make something wrong. So all these things which are in our back of mind, that makes us fumble, that makes us stuck somewhere. If you just speak without thinking fearlessly
Mm-hmm.
that if I make mistake, I'm not going to do a crime, I'm not going to commit a crime. It's simple as in Hindi we speak. I always tell them that sometimes we say dahi khatta hai, sometimes we say dahi khatti hai.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody tells us that why you said dahi khatta hai or dahi khatti hai. Nobody tells us. In the same
Mm-hmm.
way, if slip of tongue is
Mm-hmm.
there and you say she goes in place of that, you said by the way she go.
Mm-hmm.
Correct it next time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So if you take it positively, that making mistake is a part of learning,
Mm-hmm.
then I think we will
Absolutely.
not make much of mistakes.
Right. You hit the nail on the head, and I am absolutely on the same page as you. And even I also, while speaking, I don't think much about all these other factors. I just speak whatever comes to my mind. But later on, when I reflect to my recordings, I just look over my grammar mistake, if any, and then I try to correct them and not to make same mistakes again and again.
This is
So I
learning.
think
This is
that's
yes, this is the process of learning actually. Yes.
right.
Okay, so just one small topic because you have two children and I too have two children. Okay, and these days people have focus on having one child. So having
Mm-hmm.
one child, I feel that will
Mm-hmm.
end up many relationships. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you have single child,
Mm-hmm.
your child's child will not have Mosi, Tai, Chacha, Mama, Poopa, Bua, isn't it? Okay.
Right.
So, what is your opinion about it? How do you think?
Mm-hmm.
What are the pros and cons of having
Mm-hmm.
one child or single child? Any
Mm-hmm.
idea?
Right.
Anything? Because you
That's a
have
very
two, so you
interesting
can.
question.
It's very
Ah.
simple. It's very simple
Mm.
because you see in the society.
Mm-hmm.
I had one nephew for 15 years. When my nephew grew up to 15, then my bhabhi thought for second one. Okay, because every
Mm-hmm.
time he was comparing that Bua has to, yeah, like Masi has to. So why I should not have to?
Mm-hmm.
Finally, they thought of having one more. Okay, so what are the
Mm-hmm.
things you feel that if one child is there, something child will be
Mm-hmm.
missing, or why one
Mm-hmm.
should have two?
Hmm, right. So I never thought this way that you've explained.
Hmm.
But my idea was for having two kids and then stop right there was that when we have a single child, then he might feel lonely and he might feel reserved. They might end up having this behavior of getting cranky again and again and not having attention of parents all the time. But when you have another siblings, then you can have a companionship, and you can when you grow up, you can share your sorrows and happiness with them very frankly, and you need not to go outside and search for someone else to share your thoughts with. So you can very well share your thoughts with your siblings without any hesitation. And uh, as I've experienced that both of my kids play all the time. They play all the time. They fight. So they are like they are there for each other every time. So they need not our attention all the time. They just
Mm-hmm.
want their sibling to be there instead, right?
That's true.
So that is how we can also look upon our things. We can also improve on our things and just have a look at our chores, and they both can play together and just nourish that bond and like that. So we
Yes.
thought this way.
Yes.
But your point was also valid that when they'll grow up, they'll ask for their relations. Like I don't have this relative and that relative. So that is also a very valid point.
So
So
one day,
I'm
actually,
glad that I had to.
yes. One day I was reading one article that Chacha, Mama, Pupa, these relations will get over if we will have just one. So really, I thought of that India is such a country where we have diverse culture. Yeah, every relation we actually worship, isn't it?
Hmm. Right,
And if
right.
single child, it means really many
Hmm.
relationships will end then and there, isn't it?
Hmm.
And then
Right.
one child will certainly seek more of attention of parents. And these days, both parents are actually somewhere employed. They don't have that
Hmm.
much time. But when they are two, at least they can share, they can care about each other, no matter even though they have the difference of just 2 years or 1 year, but they are
Hmm.
there for each other. So that is a great thing. And
Right.
after our life, at least there would be somebody with them
Hmm.
to share that, as you
Absolutely.
told. Yes, so it is very
Absolutely.
important to have two,
Hmm.
and it is for
Hmm.
everybody,
At
those who
least.
are thinking and planning for one, they should certainly think for two.
Right. At least two.
At least two. No, two are actually enough. More than two is
Hmm.
also not needed. Because gone those days when people had
Uh-huh.
five, six, and they raise their all the kids nicely. Time doesn't
Right.
allow to have more than two also, because not
Hmm.
easy to raise them. Education is very expensive. Everything is expensive. And
Right.
uh, today's era is
Hmm.
not like somehow do it. Everything is to
Hmm.
be done in a perfect manner.
Right. And I think even parents are not that capable also of raising more than two kids,
Yes, yes,
like
yes. They
parents of
don't have that
this
much of
generation.
patience. Yes, you can
Right.
understand it better. Are you
Hmm.
raising them alone, or you have any helping hand like mother-in-law or somebody?
I live in a joint family, so that is why it is a bit easy for me. Otherwise, it would have been really tough.
Yes, it's not simple. I was also blessed
Hmm.
in this regard that I had my mother-in-law, and by that
Hmm.
time I had my both the kids. So how they were raised, I never felt. But today,
Right.
if
Absolutely.
you ask, like my daughter is married, if we
Hmm.
ask her to plan for two, even she's not able to plan for one. It's not simple. When both husband and wife both are working, then who is going to take care of children? It's a great
Right.
issue
Hmm.
actually. But still,
Right.
people need to.
Especially in metro cities.
Yes, yes. And people need to reflect upon it.
Hmm. Right.
Okay, Sunita, I know that you are getting late. Are you? Because to see
No.
your son,
Hmm.
I can understand. He is seeking your
Hmm.
attention right now.
Hmm.
But still,
But if you have some important question, then we can surely discuss.
no, no, it's fine. If you have
Hmm.
any questions, certainly you can go ahead with that. I would love to
Hmm.
answer that.
No, I
Let's
think
see.
you've already addressed my questions, and that was a wonderful answer I've got from you. So that was enough for me.
Okay, how is your actually online classes going on?
It is going really great, and currently I am teaching 3 to 4 students, like 1 to 1.
Yes, that's good that you have started with one-on-one or you
Mhm.
had taught group sessions also.
I had taught one batch, one group batch, and after that, I'm taking 1 to 1 classes only because that is convenient and we can cater to students' need. But in group classes, I feel that after completing group classes, I feel little guilty, like because not everyone at the end of the course, not everyone is on the same page. Some would be lagging behind. So that is why we cannot give our attention to all the learners equally. So that is why I'm doing 1 to 1 classes these days.
Yeah, that is actually easier for you
Mhm.
and for the learner also.
Right.
Yeah,
But I'm
because
also thinking of doing
hmm,
group classes as well, but I would need some time for that.
yes, when you
Some
take group
strategy.
classes, you need to assess them. If say more or less of same level students you get in that group, then it's fine. Some are
Mm.
extroverts, some are introverts, some are very shy. They will not come up with their questions. They will not ask any queries. They are hesitant kind of people. So it becomes very difficult to poke your nose to get their
Mm-hmm.
questions and
Right.
to ask their queries. They do not come
Mm-hmm.
up actually. So that becomes difficult. But when you are teaching one on one, you can understand the person well, and the person will also be very, very freely can ask anything, whatever is there in his or her mind.
Right.
So that is
Mm-hmm.
really very easy. And it
Mm.
is
It's
fruitful for the learners.
right. I've
Mhm.
seen that experience that the one-on-one classes that I've taken till now, they were
Mhm.
really very fruitful. Even the learners were also really satisfied with it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
So, how
So
long it has been that you started online teaching?
it has been 2 months.
Okay,
I've
just two
started.
months. Okay. So
Mm.
you are enjoying, yes?
Right. Absolutely enjoying because I myself is improving.
Yeah, it's a kind of no, satisfaction
Hmm.
that you are improving. That is a part
Hmm.
and parcel of life. Everybody is improving. Everybody is learning every day. Sometimes life
Right.
lessons, sometimes spoken English. That is another thing. But something or the other, everyone is learning. Yeah.
Right.
But when you
Absolutely.
impart knowledge, when you teach someone and they have a kind of confidence, that is quite fulfilling. And to see them improving, we feel that we are improving actually. Yeah,
Right.
because
I
some
feel the
are
same.
struggling hard to face the interview,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
you made them and brought them to that comfort zone that they feel
Hmm.
now easy and they can face innumerable interviews. So then that
Hmm.
gives us satisfaction that I made that
Absolutely.
child, that person to this level,
Hmm.
and because of that, he or she can get a job opportunity and can have their, whatever they desire
Right.
to.
That's really fulfilling thing, and I always crave for this thing only. I don't crave for money, but for that respect, for the value addition, I crave for.
Yes, that is true. I also
So,
just
ma'am.
started for fun actually that yes,
Mm-hmm.
this YouTube channel will make me busy. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's not only making me busy, it's
Mm-hmm.
giving me everything, everything actually, because my children are not here with me. So I have
Mm-hmm.
a different family, I can say, and that is a huge
Mm.
family. Every day I'm adding one or two new members in my family. So it's a great experience. So at this age, I feel that I'm really relishing this life and enjoying every bit of it. For
Right,
you,
and
you have your
absolutely.
kids, so you have to look after them also. But for me,
Mm.
I don't have my kids. My husband also comes somewhere around 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
at night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm totally free. And
Mm-hmm.
today in metropolitan cities and city culture, we don't
Mm-hmm.
have that kind of thing that you will seek someone's attention and somebody will come to your place and you will talk to that person and somehow you will kill your time. These days,
Mm-hmm.
after retirement, we feel like killing our time, how to kill the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right,
it's not, I'm
right.
not simply killing the time, rather,
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning, I'm teaching. So it's a healthy kind of entertainment, actually.
Right, right. And it is very important to keep yourself busy after retirement because I've seen people after retirement, they get into some bad habits or just killing time, just idling away. But you're doing something meaningful, and that's really commendable.
Yes, it was just decided by God. Actually, it was never in my
Mm-hmm.
guts to think of YouTube, but somehow it happened,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
it's for good.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yes, everything happens for a reason, and that reason
Mm-hmm.
was quite good for me. And I think
Mm-hmm.
for you also, you are also enjoying
Yes.
raising your children and freelancing. It's very important that you are making yourself busy and doing on your own pace whenever you are free, whenever you think that your children
Right.
are in school or you have some time, that time you can teach your students or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You can even run your YouTube channel that also consumes a lot of time.
Right. And I'm also very grateful that I don't know from where I stumbled upon this idea of starting my English journey, and I'm totally enjoying it. I've never realized that how it has transformed my life completely. And I was, completely different person before this. And now I am really self-confident and a different person altogether.
God
So I'm
had
really
a plan
grateful.
for you.
Hmm.
Yes, that's how it happens. Okay, Sunita, it was a really awesome conversation and lovely
Yes,
time
ma'am.
pass, I
And
can say. And it was really very captivating. Nice
Ma'am, do you have any feedback for me?
feedback. You are speaking so well, so fluent you are. No feedback for you. Just keep doing this good work, keep teaching and imparting knowledge. That is
Hmm.
very important because I see that beginners are struggling a lot.
Hmm.
And nobody is there to help them. This is what I feel. How to start their journey. They don't know that where from I should start, whether I should learn subject or verb or object or grammar or where from I should start. So you are letting them, giving them opportunity to speak. This is a great job. Keep doing that. That's it. You are speaking flawless. So no
Thank you
feedback
so
from my
much.
side. Yeah, it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for giving me your precious time.
I should say for you, actually, you have two small kids. I was sitting idle at home. If not this conversation, maybe somewhere editing or something, maybe I would have done that. But yes, it was a fruitful session and learners will certainly enjoy. We will again connect.
Surely.
Okay, so good night.
Okay,
Bye
ma'am.
bye.
Okay, ma'am. Have a good night.
Good night. Bye bye.
Bye.